Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. Video 20 for the month on YouTube. That's my quota done for the month now on YouTube. So 20 on YouTube and 10 on the members area. So we've got 2 more on the members area. So I'm ahead of schedule for the month. So it's all good in it. But this is going to go out on YouTube. So if you're bored and you need your Porky fix, you all know where members area is, don't you? I just want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. A lot of people are starting to share the stuff now, which is brilliant, and you're watching it for longer as well, so that's good, isn't it? So, all right, now got a few things I want to speak about this morning. Monday morning, 10 o'clock. Right. This is just how easy it is just to get a bit of material. Just throw a few things down and we speak about it. Leigh Wood against Zhu Can. Well, Leigh Wood's come from nowhere, hasn't he? To get that title shot. So is that a good fight? It's a good fight for Leigh Wood, but I think it's an hard fight for him. I think it's a hard fight for him. But good luck to him. Good luck to Leigh Wood, Nottingham kid. It's a pity that his trainer's a complete whopper. But what can you do? What can you do? Golden Boy wouldn't have took that fight if they didn't think they could win. So that's as Coogan and all them say, it is what it is, isn't it? You know, that means they don't really want to speak about it any longer. It means it's shit. It means it's utter shit. But he's got a world title shot there. Does he deserve it? No. But I wish him well. But it's just complete knackers, isn't it? People getting opportunities that they don't deserve. But I hope Leigh Wood goes and fights him and knocks him out. But I think it's an hard fight for Leigh Wood. Stephen Smith retirement. What do I think about that? I don't know really. I always thought he was best out of a lot of them. Obviously, I was a massive Paul Smith fanboy back in the day. I was losing my shit over Paul Smith, the hype around him. I followed him in the Contender when he was trained by Buddy McGirt, was it? He came back injured, didn't he, in the tournament. I was proper losing my mind over Smig. And then he, even though he was horrible to people on social media, I still tweeted him back in the day and wished him well against Andre Ward. And then he blocked me. So Paul Smith, you're a cock. But yeah, I was a Paul Smith fan, but wishing somebody well in a fight and he blocks you. I don't know. And I think Paul Smith's got a chip on his shoulder with social media. But I was a fan. I went to his fights. I like Stephen Smith. I've met Stephen Smith. I like him. The one with tennis ball, who's got a haircut like a tennis ball. I don't know him. I've never spoken to him. And the other one, I've never spoken to him, the tall one. They're nice kids, aren't they? They've all been fetched up correctly. But Paul Smith cheesed me off, didn't he, when he blocked me. But my favourite out of them, Stephen Smith. So I'm gutted he's retired, but I knew it was kind of coming after he got that bad ear injury. I think if it had been matched a little bit better and timing at matching's a bit better, I think he'd have been a world champion. Like I said, a very stylish boxer. I liked his style. So we wish Stephen Smith all the best, but I've heard he's not in the poorhouse, so it's all good, isn't it? Sam Jones. He's always piping up in his Sam Jones, a.k.a. Joe Joyce's mouthpiece. Old Frankie's saying, Sam Jones saying that Joe Joyce is fucking ready for this fight he's having with Takam. We should be. Takam? Come on. Jesus. What I want to know, Sam Jones, why you're not going out to bat for Joe Joyce with the WBO, with the Usyk fight. Why are you in bed with Eddie Hearn and you're in bed with Frank Warren trying to keep two paymasters happy? You should forget that and look after your fighter. Go into bat for Joe Joyce. Make noise with the WBO. That's what you should be doing, Sam Jones. Instead of trying to be everybody's fucking pal. You know what I mean? Go stand up for your fighter. Plenty to say on social media, plenty to say on YouTube, but I don't see Joe Joyce giving Usyk fights at WBO, do you? So Sam Jones, go and do your fucking job. Instead of trying to be fucking Ambrose Mendy in front of Canberra every 2 minutes, a poor man's Ambrose Mendy as well. Ambrose would have been all over this with WBO now. You had ample opportunity to get Joe Joyce in with WBO and get this fight sorted. Get lawyers on job. It's like Dylan White, he keeps crying about WBC and managers and this and that. Never was, never will be manager for WBC. Stop saying you're a manager for a year. Why have we got that Andy Piru talking to John Fury about Dylan White being... Why aren't you correcting John Fury when he's saying Dylan White's been waiting for a year for a WBC title shot? Not true, never happened. 3 years ago, Dylan White was ranked number 3. He wasn't mandatory for a year. People start fucking around with all boxing statistics and all hell breaks loose. So Sam Jones, do your fucking job. Get stuck into it, WBO. Back your fighter, Frankenstein up. Brian Rose has been dug up. Pushing 37-year-old. Sergio Martinez, pushing 47-year-old. He's been dug up. What's going on here? They're going to fight in Spain and all that. Message to Brian Rose. Brian Rose, pack it in, mate. Pack it in. Whoever's advising you, Brian Rose, needs to pack it in, mate. They've not got your best interests at heart. Your best days are over, mate. I don't want to see Brian Rose in a fight ever again. I want to see him happy and settled. I don't want to see Sergio Martinez in a fight. You know, it's 10 years since he beat Darren Barker up. Do you know what I mean? They're both 10 years past the best. They need to turn it in. This is where boxing's heading now. Skid Row. Skid Row, and they're leaving skid marks all over the place. Skid marks. You know, there's a rumour doing rounds this morning around here in Sheffield this morning. Listen to this. Johnny Nelson against Oliver McCall. Nigel Benn against Roy Jones. Shannon Briggs against Rampage Jackson. Mercenaries who have had the date and they've had their day in the sun. They've had dates in the past, haven't they? Big dates, world title fights and this and that. They've had their time. Whatever money you've made in boxing, whether you've made any or lost any, it don't matter. Consider it severance pay. Take the fucking train, get out of Dodge. I don't want to be waking up in the morning looking on my computer and seeing that people are being dug up and wanting paydays. Fuck off out the sport. You're leaving skid marks all over the place. We spoke about Andy Piru interviewing John Fury and letting John Fury just come out with all sorts of nonsense. Not once did Andy Piru ask John Fury about why there's billboards in Manchester and why my inbox has 300 and 400 messages in the morning, every morning. And why the fight everybody's talking about, John Fury against Mickey Fio or Mickey Fio against John Fury. And Andy Piru dared even ask John Fury about it. This is the problem you've got in boxing, you see, because YouTubers, they build up a friendly relationship with somebody, then they don't want to ask them the proper questions. It's true, this is in front of your eyeballs. It's like Rob Tebber, he don't want to put Shane McGuigan under pressure because he's me pal. Get these people put under pressure if you have got access. All right. And if they feel pressured, you will not get access again, but you will see through them for what they are. Fair weather friends. All right? Fair weather friends. But cheeses me off. Race. I'm going to end this on race. Now, I mentioned some of our members there. He didn't go out there to the masses. Like, I want to know why. Whenever there's an issue with race in football, IFL wheel out O'Hara Davis and Spencer Fearon. Why? It's a football issue. And why are we talking about it and giving it airtime? And why do you wheel out the same people? Why? Why? I just don't want to see it. I'm sick of seeing it. Sick of seeing it. But what can we do? What can we do? I don't know. But so I think that's about it, really. Well, just a quick video this morning. I finished this, do a bit of training, and I'm going to go around and get some shorts from JJD Sports, as it were, Parkgate. I'll go around there and get myself some new shorts. I'm going to treat myself this morning. It's a bit hot to be wearing them Lacoste polo tops because material on them is a bit different to these. But so I'm having to wear the old Femi top today. Look at that. So I don't want to put that on here doing Femi any airtime, but these are all right. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I think that's about it really this morning. So it's just going to be members videos for the rest of the week now, I think. I might put a few on YouTube. I might not. We're going to see. We will see. Big shout out to Applied Nutrition. Thank you very much. Oh, I love freebies, mate. You can't beat freebies, can you? Freebies. Indulgence. Belgian chocolate caramel. Save that till I've done my Mike Mensa shoulder workout. So that's about it, really. So peace out. Keep on trucking. Keep supporting boxing. Don't forget to hit the members area below. A few treats for you this week on there, but thank you for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. It's very important you leave a comment. If you leave one with swear words or anything like that in, they will be held for review because we don't like swear words because kids watch this channel. My kids, they like to read comments. My lad reads them to me, my old comments. So we won't read the swear words out. All right, but so it's all good, isn't it? Okie dokie. All right. Big shout out to my mate Frank at Berry. And I want to apologise to Steve Wellings last night, who got in touch with me, wanted me to come and make an appearance on the Boxing Asylum on the Super Chat. I've said to Steve, I will go on the Super Chat this Sunday. And you can ask me any questions you want. Any questions you want. You want to talk about Spencer Fearon, Dennis Hobson, any of them hot topics at the moment. I'll be willing to answer them questions. Honestly, unlike some. If you get too personal, I'll just say no comment or fuck off. All right. But yeah, feel free. And I think that if you get to ask a question, it should be at least a fiver. So if you want to ask a question, you want to get down into the nitty gritty, I think that you should be paying a fiver and I'll answer them questions because them lads have been doing it, is it 11, 12 years? They've never took a penny out of the job. They get the time up every Sunday. So I think that £5, paying a fiver, I'll answer 10 questions, minimum a fiver a question. All right. There's nobody doing what I'm doing in boxing at the moment. Too many of these YouTubers are arse lickers. They just want access. They're not controversial. They're not doing the sport any good. Just putting their tongue up people's hula hoop. Ask some proper questions. Give proper answers. Don't let people come out with shit. Like in your interviews, like John Fury saying, "Oh, Dylan White's been waiting for a year for his mandatory." Andy Pirro should be saying, "No, John. Dylan White was never mandatory, and 3 years ago he wasn't even top in the top one. He was top three. It were Ortiz and Andy Ruiz were above him 3 years ago. So Andy Pirro, you should be correcting John Fury when he's putting misinformation like that about, and you should also be asking him why He's not responded to Mickey Theo accepting John Fury's challenge from 15 months ago. All right? But we're not going to get that, are we? Because people want access. They don't want kicking off YouTube, do they? They want access. That's what they want. They want access. They're not bothered about what's fucking right and what's truthful and what in. Are they? All right. Big day for Porky's Corner today. We find out if Turkey's going to be in the amber list. So big shout out to Michelle Hudson. So I should be getting a call off you later, Michelle, letting me know if I'm going to be flying out in 4 weeks to get my fossils done. And that's right, Johnny Horsecock Nelson. I will be unbearable when I get them done because you want yours done, wouldn't you, kid? But you can't afford it on Dole, can you? Peace out.